check out that. I think Sonic is far-fetched. It was more like a squirrel. It's a little too far-fetched. What's up, people? So I was thinking that maybe you wouldn't mind seeing me cut some of this canvas. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you would. Maybe you wouldn't. Just in the case. So I got this stretcher that I repurpose. I'm not 20 anymore. That's a fact. I'm not 60 either. Nothing wrong with either of those ages, by the way. Nothing wrong. I do have scissors for this deal. Just don't know where they're at. So, professional fabric scissors is what you need for this dealio. But these little scissors will do. These little scissors. Be quiet, Sonic. You're not invited to the party right now. So, this is the prime side. Yeah, just put it in there. Don't worry about creases or anything like that. People are always so worried about that. You sprinkle water on the back of these puppies and they stretch like a drum. So I get this rolled at Blick, as you can see right here. Blick Art Supplies. This is where I get them from. I get them from Blick. I don't even know if you guys can see all my magic. Can you? Who knows? You have to do with what you can see. So this is a stretcher that I have that I repurposed. By the way, the reason why I repurpose a stretcher like this is because the paintings from this stretcher go rolled. They don't go stretched. So I keep a few of these ones like that. That I keep using because I like to stretch the painting. If I'm going to paint it, I don't put it on the wall and then I don't do that stuff. I like to stretch it. So it's more work. And then I unstretch it when I'm shipping it out. This is the way I do it. Don't ask me why. I like it. I'd rather do that. And just like that. You see? What's happening? Yeah, baby. Just like that. That's how it's done, son. Man, we're getting part of that. Yeah, there we go. And so once I have some slack enough on each side, I feel comfortable. I mean, you can I eyeball it now, but I used to measure it. Just kind of eyeball it. You walk around it and I'm like, and eyeball it. All right, it's ready. Pop, 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 pop. And why the violence for? No need for the violence. Put that firearm away. And and then I get this little thing. This is when I do it myself, okay? Because of course I'm a badass artist. I get a handyman to help me do this. But today I am the handyman. So I get some of this carpet tacks, or what are they called? Yeah, carpet tacks. They're very sharp. You want to be careful with these puppies because they're very, very sharp. There we go. And I start from the middle, from the longest side. If you're painting a square, pick your side. Any side is the longest side. And then I just do this. The trick though is not to nail it all the way in. Every like 6 or 8 inches, more like 6 inches. I put a little tack. Not all the way in. This is where you use your skills to like not put it all the way in. Use some feel skills. You have to kind of feel it. Look. There you go. The reason why is because you're gonna yank him out. One of the reasons I like to use tacks and not like nails or something is because tacks, carpet tacks, not only are they like super cool and sharp, as soon as you put it and you put a little pressure with your hand, they stick there. They're very sharp. So see, put a little pressure and it's right there. Boom. Careful with your thumb though. It can happen to anybody. I worked in carpentry for a few years, and you can still get hurt, even if you're a pro. Even pros get hurt. So you want to be careful. Look at that. BEA, beautiful. And I put this little piece of cardboard because I don't have anything else for my niece, because I'm a pretty heavy man. and the support of my knees feels good. I don't use knee pads because anyone who's ever used knee pads knows why I don't use knee pads. They hurt the back of your knee, with the back. Unless you have to use them all the time. But if you use them once, for one day, just to stretch a couple of canvases or one, I'd rather just fold a couple of pieces of cardboard. Or buy one of those things that people use. I think mechanics sell those little wheels. Anyways, I don't, or tile workers or whatever. I don't complicate stuff because I don't stretch these things anymore. Well, I'm stretching one, right? I just want to show you. That's all. Come on. No, I'm just joking. I hardly ever stretch any of this, but my handyman was like, I ain't going today, dude. No, he's busy today. So it's up to me. So notice I'm not using those stretching pliers, because those stretching pliers are just funny. I just use my hands. I don't over stretch it. I don't need to, because I'm gonna water hose the back of this thing. Like you'll see. stretch it a little bit, just enough. See? Again, be very careful with this tacks, because the fuckers are painful as F if you get them under your nail or anywhere else. I get pride in being a working man. I'm a working man. Working and shit. I'm sure there's a faster way of doing it, aka the stapler, but I'm not doing production, you know, so just, this is fine. And again, the tacks need to come out very easy. I need to be able to pull them out with some pliers very easy. It's the stapler makes all kinds of difficulty for that. I have to use a flathead screwdriver. And kind of, it's a song and dance. Look, good honest work, baby. That's all it's needed. There's a sense of beauty to labor work, manual work. I stole that from Bruce Almighty. But there is. I love it. I've always loved it. And then just build differently. Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna pick our side over here. I need some water, man. I think I got some water for you. Some water? I got something better than water. I got Gatorade. Quench my thirst. Yeah. What's happening, beautiful people? Where are my beautiful people at? People are like, I'm watching. What's happening? What's up, beautifuls? What's happening, rich dogs? You guys are watching me sweat here in a little white shirt. It's not a good view. So I just wanted to show you how I'm stretching this canvas so that I can ship it out. Meaning, this painting goes out shipped rolled. I roll it. But I like to paint them stretched. I know, it sounds complicated. But that's the way I like it. Look at that. Good manual labor, baby. I should have my son here watching me. I mean, like, no, he's in school right now. But I should have him watching me, be like, look, your old man's working with his hands and shit. Trying to make Papa proud. So about every 6 inches, I put one of these puppies. You don't nail it all the way through. of course, because we're gonna yank them out. You don't get fancy with it, just a little crest right here, a little fold, like that. Because remember, it's coming out. We'll get super fancy with this thing. I'm just trying to paint it, man. Look at this. There you go. Good sport. Old sport. it's the fucking heat, man. I swear. That's probably what's getting to me. Old sport. I watched what's that movie? The Leonardo DiCaprio, man. What's that movie called? What's it called? I don't know. Something about the Roaring Twenties. Right, 30s. There you go. By the time someone writes it down, I'm not gonna care about it anymore. I'm just joking. What up, bud? Great Gatsby. There you go. Thank you for whoever wrote that. There we go. Man, this is work, eh? I'm not going to lie to you guys. My little butt is tired. I need some more. I need something to quench my thirst. Dude, I need to exercise. That's probably what I need because I'm like breathing heavily already. All right. Check it out. Now this side, just yank it a little bit. See how I'm not like pulling so hard? It doesn't owe you money. Don't pull it so hard. That's what someone was saying in the Mexicos. It doesn't owe you money. You don't have to yank it so hard. Just light. Don't treat it as if it owes you money. Be gentle with it. Look at that. Boom, baby. Super easy. Now you may be wondering, some of you may be wondering, dude, why is this going through the trouble of doing this? A canvas is this size. If you buy them in bulk, it's probably about 100 a piece. This is 5 by 7 feet. Sometimes I like to go through the trouble to remember that. No, I'm just joking. I'm not going through the trouble, trust me. This is part of this. Some people want me to send them rolled. I send lots of paintings rolled from time to time. Meaning they come in waves. Somebody wants a roll painting. I don't think it's because they want to pay less. It seems that way, but I don't really think it's that. I think most of the time, they want to hold on to it and they want to store it. They're art dealers. I used to think that they wanted to pay less, but most of them are art dealers. And so the way they package them is they roll them and then they hold on to them, and then when they're ready to sell them or take them to the floor, they stretch them. They have their framer stretch them. That's what I've noticed. I may be wrong. I'm sure not all instances is the same. Look at that. BEA, beautiful. So you use the same stretcher over and over. For this size, I have different sizes, different larger sizes for my stretchers.
You know when your body's ready.
Let me put one more in that corner. These puppies have to come out very easily. With a pair of pliers. Something like this. Like pulling teeth. You know, oh, take that. Does the oil crack when it's thick and you roll it? It doesn't. I'm sure that over time, over the years, it probably does. Only if it creases, only if it bends like straight. Like if you create a straight cut. But it doesn't crack if you roll. Maybe years later. Huh, baby?
Yeah.
So. And so there it is, my friends. Check it out. See? Then I just take it outside and I fill the hose with water on the back of it, of course, not on the front. And then that's it. But before I stretch it or I do any of that, I mean before I re-stretch it with water, see how loose it is? Before I do any of that, I prime it. Look at that. Man, I'm good. Mucho bueno, este muchacho. Let me get some primer. Bueno, muchacho bueno. Muchacho bueno. Muchacho bueno.
Are you gonna eat right now or in a little bit?
Who's a good muchacho? I am. Give me a little second because I have to cut it.
I think we'll just let it like we're gonna.
When is the canvas building seminar? I don't know. I might include it in the next one. Well, what I'm doing next is the eBay. But given the circumstances, I think I'm going to start dropping more than 2 videos. I mean, 2 videos for sure, but this it's come to my attention that I think we need more than 2 videos. At least for now. I think we need more content to keep people engaged with. So this is some gesso, acrylic gesso. See, acrylic gesso. You don't really have to. Gesso doesn't really. No se descanta, as we say in Spanish. It doesn't. It doesn't really have a shelf life like other paints. Like it doesn't drop. If that makes any sense. The solids don't really drop. Like in house paint. If you leave house paint sitting for a while, the solids tend to drop. So I got a brush like this, okay, not very big, and I have dipped it in water already. And so this is just what I do. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to show you from start to end in stretching a canvas how you cut the wood and everything. How you nail it together. Whether you have a nail gun or not, it doesn't matter. I'll show you the different ways of doing it. You can do it with a screw gun. We can either put it together with screws. Well, I'm going to do different corners. One corner with screws, one corner with nails. So that way you guys can see. You see? Very simple. And so what I do is I do a couple of this. direction and all of that doesn't matter, especially for my painting. I don't really care. Because I'm not sanding it down and going back to it and that type of deal. I don't do that with my work. By the way, this canvas was already primed. I bought it in a roll, and it was already primed. I just don't think it's primed enough. For my larger work, I double prime it, even after I buy it primed. So I'm going to prime it once like this, and then it's going to dry, and then I'll come back to it. And then boom, baby. We'll have a story to tell soon enough. Now, if you're doing production with these things, don't do it this way, guys. Hire a handyman. Okay? When I do production, like if I want to stretch, I don't know, 10, 20 canvases, hire a handyman. Show them how to do it. Most handymen don't need you to show them, but some might need you to show them how you want it stretched, the sizes you want and whatnot. Do the first one with them. And then just pay them. Pay them, I don't know, whatever they get paid, right? Pay them by the hour or the project. And have them do like 10 or 20 of this for you. You know, and they can do it in one day. A good handyman can do up to 20 of this in one day. Because they're doing it with production. Now, not the first time, okay? So don't get all excited. Oh my God, no, they're not going to be able to do 20 or 10 in one day. The first time. The first time they might be able to do 2 or 3 or 5. It's okay. It's because they're figuring out the kinks. It's all right. That happened to me. They figure out the kinks, and then they learn. Once they learn what they need, the table saw and all that stuff, chop saw or whatever. Once they figure out exactly what they need and they create a process for themselves, then they're able to like do a lot in one day. So don't expect miracles the first time they do it. By the second or more like the third time, they've gotten good at it. The third day that they do something like this. At that point, I mean, forget about it. You shouldn't be stretching these things yourself. If you're doing production, okay? If you're doing plenty. If you're doing 1 or 2, do them yourself. Just like I'm doing it right now. But if I wanted to create a show, and I'm like, oh my God, it'd be really cool if I had 30 paintings like this in my show, the smallest ones being about this size. Either buy them in bulk or pay a handyman to do it. If you buy them in bulk, they're going to cost you about, something like this costs you about $100 a piece, maybe $150 at most. With shipping. If you buy them in bulk, you kick some serious ass. The problem is that not everybody's got $4,000 or $5,000 sitting around to buy just canvases. Some people do, not everybody does. And so, I'm just saying, you can get it started. Let's see. ¿Qué tipo de tinta? Estoy colocando yeso, un primer. Best place to get a canvas, a stretch canvas, it's probably going to be Blick. Rolled canvas, the same way. I buy them rolled. I buy them like this. Each order that I get about 5 of this, 5 rolled canvases. Sometimes I get them taller, it just depends. It's a very, very simple way of doing it, guys. Look at that. By the way, when you prime it, it stretches a little bit. That's why I say don't throw water on it yet, on the back. After you do the second priming, throw some water on the back. Let me show you my beautiful face. Beautiful face, activate. Yeah, throw some water on the back. It's like a drum. It'll be stretched like a drum, like a drum skin. And then you can paint whatever you want on it. Just like that, my friends. Lots of work here. This is what we do here. We work and shit. How Marcel? We work. Marcel is one of my assistants. I'm always teasing them that we work hard here. And so that's it, my friends. Very simple. That's it. Wish I could show you more, but I have to go get something to eat. See, I can't work for a little bit because then I get hungry. You brought me a burrito, baby? Marcel, you gonna eat? Yeah. Let's get some food. Let's get some food in the system. In the system of the down. All right, my friends. Take care. Talk to you soon. Be awesome. Be powerful. Okay? Remember, this shit is simple. It's easy. It's not difficult, guys. This whole thing is not difficult. You don't have to make it difficult. It's very simple. One step at a time. One painting at a time. One canvas at a time. Then you move on. Some people ask me, dude, how do you get so much done? Dude, I just do it one at a time. You know? Do it one at a time. One at a time. Then the next one. Then the next one. Now, if you overthink it, you can't do shit. All right. Peace out.